All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here. Holy smokes, the first person to guess how many weddings we have this weekend to go to, put it in the chat. You win. You win the early bird special today. First person to guess how many. First person to guess how many. Holy smokes. Facebook usually come up right with 3. Let us know who you are. Steve Kreitzer, Jason Tidwell. I think I probably told you that. So I don't know if that's inside information. Michelle, good to see you. 4 is a little too many. That'd be even too crazy for me. Tracy's going 3. You're killing me, Tidwell. You're killing me, killing me, killing me. Early bird special. You win today for the early bird special. There it is. A wonderful prize. Absolutely. You got a little bit of boo, you got a little bit of kitty cat, got a little bit of pumpkin patch in there. All kinds of good stuff for the early birds. Yeah, I'm sure she will. Jason Tidwell in the house. All right, guys, real quickly. Finally, fall. What does that mean? It's episode 139. We got all kinds of crazy good stuff going on. Talk about all kinds of good stuff. We're going to talk about cider mills, pumpkin patch kind of stuff. We're going to tell a bunch of stories, a bunch of interesting things that are happening on the real estate world. We'll give you a little bit of pool update, and we'll go from there. Looks just like you. I sure does, Trace. You're damn right it does. You are damn right it does. All right. So let's start with the pool update. DTE tore up my yard today. I went home in between coming from going to teaching to going to the office. I stopped at the house for something, and it looked like a humongous gopher had burrowed through my backyard. It was ridiculous looking, and you'll see a picture later in what realtors see about that. They had to move my DTE from the back of the house. They had to move it to the side of the yard because the pool only make the pool fit. So definitely crazy looking back there. It looked like maybe an earthquake happened in the backyard, something like that. So that's where we're at with the pool. On a different note, folks, give me a quick hell yeah if you're a Lions fan these days. Now, again, I don't care if you're a bandwagon jumper or not. If you're loving the Lions, give me a little hell yeah in the chat, Trace. I know where you stand already, buddy. I know where you stand already. But they definitely look a lot tougher. So if you are a Lions fan, give me a hell yeah in the chat, please. Let's see what we got. Let's see how many Lions fans we got out there. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Michelle is. Steve Kreitz is. Tracy's laughing. Yup. Tidwell says, I'm telling you what. I'm telling you what. So, again, in the chat, Bailey, that's my girl. I almost missed her there. Hell yeah. Mike McLaughlin said one. Absolutely is. Okay. Let's see. Hyacinth is too. I'm telling you what. So definitely drinking the Kool-Aid. They look like a different team. They're playing tougher all the time. They're definitely playing tougher all the time. So that's a good thing. All right. So let's ask curious question number 1. Have you turned your heat on? I'll give you a quick story. So a friend of mine that I work with asked me, said, do you have a good hedgehog? Says, hell yeah. The hedgehog. That's funny. Sorry about your package. Yeah, that's going to go back and forth. Steve and Tracy going to be going back and forth all night, probably. Have you turned your heat on yet? A friend of mine said, hey, do you have a good heating and cooling guy? And I said, I have the very best. I have John Becker from Three Stripes Heating and Cooling, and he's an absolutely amazing guy. 1, 2, he's about the most honest person that I can refer, besides Tracy Schultz, my dear friend. Okay, so he went over, took a look at what they're doing, got him a little bit of a Band-Aid for a while, and they're probably going to get a new furnace AC this November. So have you turned it on? Have you turned it on? Yes, the joints are hurting me, she says. Kathy Cordy is in the house. Rose, hopefully the joints aren't hurting too much. Hopefully the joints aren't hurting too much. John. Aye. So tell me, have you turned the heat on yet? Kathy says no. Bailey, have you guys turned the heat over in Monroe? Is it not getting too cold in Monroe yet? Turned it on the other day and it didn't come on. Oh, that's not good. And did turn it on, it didn't come on. I don't have heat still. Tomorrow's supposed to be fixed. Oh, yeah. Heat's still not working. Okay. It's more interesting than PT conference. I'm sure it is. Bill. I am sure it is. You're working hard over there in the old city of Westland. I'm sure you are. Chris Wojcinski says, yes, she is. She turned the heat on. Absolutely. Okay. So, next question on our list. When is the best time to buy a house? And guys, I thought about this for a long time, okay? Because sellers do sell houses always in the spring. That's always your best time, right? Turned on a few days ago. Attaboy, Dave. Attaboy. Somebody said, unfortunately, we had to. Yep, I hear you. We will probably have John Becker on for a future show soon. So we probably have him on soon. So that's that. When's the best time to buy a house, though? Because I feel like this one I was just sitting there contemplating this a little bit. People have all kinds of different theories on certain things. Sellers, I always tell them late spring, early summer is the best time, right? After 4th of July, things kind of die a little bit or slow down that. I know the market's a little different these days, but when's the best time to buy a house? People are like, when it's cold outside, it's the best time because sellers are desperate. No, they're not. They're not desperate. Okay, I have not sold a house, and Shelly will tell you, I think I sold maybe one house in the last 2 years that hasn't gone for multiple offers and going about way above asking price. So sellers are not desperate. They are not. But what do you think? When is the best time to buy a house? Put it in the chat, please. When do you think is the best time? I'd love to hear what the audience has to say. When's the best time to buy a house in your estimation? When you get the best interest rate, eh? Yeah, Trace, that's true. Can't beat 0% interest when the price is right. What's that mean, Steve? Fall? Michelle says fall. Okay. What do you guys think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I got friends that are actually watching the program tonight, buying a lake house, buying a second home this fall, which is interesting, which is definitely good. Best deals before the holidays? Maybe. Early summer if you have kids, yeah. My parents bought theirs in February. Yep. Whenever you're ready. So Chris Wojcinski, I'm going to say the spirit moves you. I like that. Very spiritual. Wait, let me get to that. Let me get to, oh, just kidding. Just kidding. Guys, I would agree with Chris Wojcinski and Hyacinth both that when you feel like you're ready, okay? Think about some things right now. Think about a couple of things. One, interest rates have doubled in the past year and a half, right? Can't stop you from even buying homes. People are getting married. They're going to buy a house. People are consolidating. People are, you know what? I'm going to buy a lake house. I'm going to buy my second home. I'm going to buy a bigger house. I'm moving to a condo. Okay. It doesn't matter what season. And those rules about when it gets cold, that's your best chance for a deal. Your best chance for a deal is a house needs a little work. 3 days till the big day. You ain't damn right. Zach Wilkowitz getting married, ladies and gentlemen. Give Zach a big Zach in the chat if you would, please. That guy's getting married in 3 days. What 1, 2? Yeah, 3 days. Okay. Had to make sure there. Had to make sure. So yeah, life is short. Now is the best time, Dave. I agree. I appreciate that. That's a good one too. But it definitely, your best bet for a deal is to find a house that needs some work. That's your best bet. Okay. If it's something what they call a cream puff, meaning that has something that everybody wants, it's like it checks off boxes for everybody. That's going to be a dogfight. I don't care what season it is. Yeah, there you go. All kinds of congrats for you, Zach, in the chat. All kinds of congrats. So he's going to be looking sharp in the suit. Like I said, we got 3 of them this weekend. We got 2 on Saturday, 1 on Friday. Friday the 13th wedding. That's kind of scares me a little bit. Friday the 13th wedding kind of scares me a little bit. So I don't know how we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. So where do we need to send a sympathy card? That's pretty good. I can always count on Tracy for a good one like that. I can always count on for something like that. Life is short, Dave. I agree with that too. But so again, in my estimation, best time to buy a house is when you're ready, when you want to buy one, right? Interest rates are going to bounce around. This 7% stuff's going to be here for a while. Anybody that tells you different is lying. It might come down a little bit it might. We'll ask Mike about it too. I mean, it might come back down a little bit, but if you want the house, you want the house, right? That's what he always tells me too. He says, you buy the house, date the rate, right? Date the rate. That's usually Mike's advice on that kind of stuff. So that's definitely what we think about in that place. So that's how that goes. All right, let's get to the man, the myth, the legend. Let's see if I can find him first. Let's see where good old Mike McLaughlin is at. Michael McLaughlin, are you in the house? Well, that didn't go very well. He was out shopping, it looked like, and all of a sudden he was gone. Guys, so something to think about. Again, we're talking about interest rates and the world around it. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can get Mike back one more time. Michael, what's happening?
Well, Scott, it's for some reason it's got my camera turned around. So give me a second here to turn this camera.
We like those pumpkins better anyway. Come on now.
There we go. Now I got the front camera. Let's see if that works.
We can at least hear you.
Now it's putting up my avatar. This is what I get for messing around with it while I was waiting. So let me see if I can figure out how to get this back to there. American? No, that's not good. Let's see here. So how are you doing tonight, Scott?
We're doing well, my friend. We're doing well. So tell me about this. There he is. So where are you?
I am on location, and you can't tell from what's behind me, but I am somewhere that is near and dear to where you sleep.
That kind of scares me a little bit.
I'm on Grosse Hill.
What are you doing on Grosse Hill?
Well, I had an appointment here that ended at 7, and I said, you know what? I'll just go on remote from Grosse Hill, and you are in Dearborn Heights, and I am much closer to your home than you are.
All right. My doors are unlocked, so don't go messing around in there, okay?
Go mess around with your house. I hear you. Okay.
Michael, so we're talking about this. Again, got people that buy homes at all different kind of times and things like that. When's the best time to buy a home in your estimation? Tell me that.
No, I think I couldn't tell who it was because I couldn't see on the phone, but you're absolutely right. It's going to be a unique thing for the individual. What is the best time for them? What is the reason why they're moving? What is their motive for doing what they're doing? And that will determine the best time. Now, if you're purely just saying, because that's your question is what's the best time to buy a house?
Yep.
Now, what's the best time in the market to sell a house? Yeah, probably spring to early summer because, uh, like you said, people who sell in the winter, they're not desperate. They just met that life obstacle at that point when they're ready to sell the house. But a lot of people might wait to buy a house until spring and going into summer with school letting out. So the best time in the market to sell a house would be spring, summer, going into summer. The best time for you to buy or sell your house will depend upon the factors influencing your decision.
Absolutely. No, 100%. Like I said, I got friends that now that found a beautiful lake house they love as their second house. I got people that
Yeah.
that are, upgrading and to hell with it. So I had a couple that went from um into Belleville area and then went out to Stockbridge area to a,
Yeah.
it depends on you. That's what it depends on. What's going to make you happy.
Right.
Now, Mike Tracy says, Mike, drive Scott nuts and go Sparty his house out. Luckily, Trace,
Oh,
yeah, Mike's a Michigan guy, so that's not happening. That will not happen in life because
I'll
Tuck ain't
go.
coming.
I'll go Wolverine his house up, and he'll love me for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Tuck's not coming, so we'll leave that right there, right where it's at.
Tuck's not coming.
So tell me about this, Mike. Tell me about rates. Do you in the near next year? Do you see them coming down?
Yeah, I mean, they still what comes up comes down. Always has. Even if you go back as far as 1982 when rates were 17, 18%, by 1985 they were 10%. So we're not talking about anything that drastic, but what goes up will come down. Always has, always will. The question is when. The sooner the better. We've had a little bit of relief. On the microcosm, we've had a little bit of relief on rates the last couple days after a bad stretch for them. It's never great when countries go to war, but for the market, but we'll power through, and we'll get to a time when rates are better because that's really all we can do. Now, the National Association of Realtors and the Mortgage Bankers Association, along with the Home Builders Association, are all reaching out to Jerome Powell, and they're saying, "Stop it! Stop what you're doing to rates. You need to figure out something that you can do to help the housing market because you're destroying our industry with whatever you think you're doing to keep inflation in check." So we're reaching out and we're making our voices heard. A couple of strong associations between the mortgage bankers, National Association of Realtors, and the Home Builders Association. There's a lot of power there, and it's time that we say something.
Right, 100%. I saw that. I see this thing all the time. I see this on Facebook all the time. Somebody says, I don't. They're talking about Santa Claus. Don't make groceries cheaper. That's what you want. That's what we want for Christmas and stuff like that. I mean, the inflation thing. I get it, and that's all that stuff like that. But like you always talk about, find the house you love, but date the rate. The rate's going to
Yep.
change. I mean, the rate you
Right.
can always
Rates will
refine,
come
right?
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to come down because they always have and they always will. They'll always cycle up and down, and we're in a cycle where they're up now. Where that will peak, we wish we knew, but we know that once it does peak, it will come back down, and that's where buy the or marry the house and date the rate comes from. Because if you love the house, we're still in a market here in Michigan where affordability to own is better than affordability to rent. So
Yep.
it's still the right decision to own. Unfortunately, the housing cost of housing, whether you're renting or owning, it's just not attractive. But you got to live somewhere. So we'll do our best until rates come down, and then we'll get you the best product that we can to help get that monthly payment down for you in the future when they cycle down. But it's a necessary evil, and we just got to all make it through it together.
All right, I get you. So, Mike, I went to my 30th anniversary or the anniversary 30th reunion this weekend. Right? What a
Mm-hmm.
blast! What an absolute blast! I saw a lot of people I haven't seen in a long time. A couple of buddies from out of state. Did you go to your 30th reunion?
No, I think the last one we did was maybe the 25. So it's been a minute. I don't remember seeing any other reunions since then, but I'll keep an eye out.
Your 30th would have been COVID time, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's why we didn't do one. I'm just trying to think.
2020.
So 2000. So in 2 years we'll have our 35.
Yep.
So I'm assuming that that's what they'll wait for us so we get to that 35th one.
So I did see Jason Tibble at the reunion. Guys, do this in the chat. If you went to your 30th or to your reunion of any type, put yep in the chat. If you didn't, put nope in the chat. I'm just curious how many folks have been to any. This first one I ever went to, it was awesome. We stayed late.
Where do you guys have it at?
We had a park place where they used to have all the banquets in that, right?
Sure.
So we paid extra money too. At one point, they put a collection up, and it was one. Nope, you're killing me, Tibble. I saw you were there, killing me. So they did a collection. We could stay for another 2 hours if we collect some money. I'm like, that's fine. It was fun. It was an absolute blast. We're actually going to do, I think we're going to do a guy's trip down south. And my mom buddy lives one of the Carolinas, and we're talking about doing some deep sea fishing or something like that. I'm not a big fisherman, but every once in a while I got to do some guy stuff. You know what I mean? Dave says no. Steve Kreitz says one.
Stuff sounds like fun.
Yeah, it'd definitely be fun stuff. So one more dime, Mike. Throw one more dime out for the folks in the audience here. What do you got for us?
I know we talk about Mishta a lot, but we've been talking a lot that their current interest rate is considerably better than the rate that the market is bearing out there. So not only on top of, so for a first-time home buyer, you can currently get a 6.875% fixed rate, with rates considerably higher than that for all the rest of the products. And so they really are rewarding first-time home buyers in this market. So if you are a first-time home buyer and you're hesitating, they're doing their best to make sure that they're getting you the best deal, but it'll still be the same marry the house, date the rate, because even at 6.875, we would hope to be considerably better than that in the future.
100%. Let me stop you for real quick, Mike. Joanne Osborne has joined the show with a little hey. Young lady, you are one of the hardest working people that I know. Okay, so stay around we got a little bit more to go. Get a chance to win $1 million on a scratch-off ticket, courtesy of Talkin Real Estate and the Bergeron team. So, Mike, lastly before we let you go, Pumpkin Challenge, are you ready for it?
I am. I was born ready for the Pumpkin Challenge. I can challenge all kinds of pumpkins.
All right, buddy. The challenge, I saw pumpkins in front of you. You better make pumpkins happen.
Well, because I'm coming to you from the Kroger on Grosse Ile live.
Are you really?
Yep. Where they have lots of pumpkins for you.
They're only $4.99 too. I checked it out the other day.
Lots of pumpkins for you.
Oh yeah. All right, Michael. Well, listen. Thanks for being here for us on location. Stay safe on the island. Make sure you get across the bridge. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Mr. Bergeron. All right,
guys. Give me a little Mike in the chat. Little Mike. Come on, give me a little Mike and send off in the chat. Brother, I'll see you later.
See you guys.
Yeah, Mike McLaughlin always making it happen. Over on Grosse Ile, doing a little sneak attack on me, sneaking over to Grosse Ile. I'm telling you. All right, so let's talk. Curious Realtor number 3. There you go. Michelle says, Mike, make it happen. There it is. Kroger. Cat and Cordy and Hyacinth are in there. Hey, have you hit a cider mill or a corn maze yet this year? Have you hit a cider mill or a corn maze yet this year? I know we talk all kinds of real estate and stuff like that, but I wanted to go at it a little bit different. I wanted to give you a little fun to do, something locally to do and enjoy yourself. So have you hit a cider mill or a corn maze yet? Give me a yep, or a no in the chat. What do you got? Talk to me. Rose says no. What do you think? Have you? Let's see. Avatar is like third world depressing. Oh, jeez. Oh, Steve Kreitz says no. Kathy Cordy says no. Oh, man. Nobody's going apple cider mills. Oh, my God. What is going on in the world, Shelly?
We haven't went either.
I know. We're gonna go now. I'm gonna make that happen. I'm gonna take video everywhere I go and be ridiculous. That's what I'm gonna do. Holy smokes. Nobody's going there. So you will enjoy our list then today, ladies and gentlemen. Best cider mills in the area. We broke it down. We're trying to give you a little bit of some fun things to do while you are enjoying this cold. It was super offensive. Oh my goodness. Offensive? It was offensive? The cider mill was offensive? All right. Albert, tell me more about the offensive cider mill. I'd love to know. Love to hear this. Work is going on. I hear your work is going on. I agree with that. So here's our quick list, guys. We won't beat you up because not many cider mill people. We'll hopefully open some eyes to some cider mill stuff. Number 5 on the list. Let's see. Where is there? Number 4, I should say. Apple Charlie's. We put at the bottom of our list, Albert. Okay. Tell us about it. Says homemade pies, petting zoo, pumpkins, that kind of stuff. Albert, give us your critique of Apple Charlie so we can tell people to stay away. Put the big X up like this. I always appreciate Mike Maddox in the house. There he is. There he is. That's on our list, Michael. You know it's on our list. I'm telling you. Apple Charlie's was our number 4 out of 4. Okay. Hot mess, somebody said. $30 to pick apples, no selection to choose from. Grass wasn't cut. Petting zoo has no animals to pet. That's directly from Albert Mezzo. He is not far away. So Apple Charlie's gets the, that's what they get. All right. Hopefully we do some better ones here. Let's see what else we got. Number 3. Permenters. Here's the first thing that caught my eye. They have been in business since 1873. Was it 150 years? Is that what it was? Okay. They have a nut hut. Okay. For those of you that love funny, goofy things, they got a nut hut that makes candy nuts. They have fudge. You have live music, food trucks. To powder your own donuts. You powder your own donuts. Holy smokes. You heard it here first. Apple Charlie's is a no-go. Permenters was it in Northville? I know it sounds pricey and fancy dancy, but they've been in business since 1873, guys. So that's number 3. Let's look at number 2. If you've been there before, let us know. They used to be great. Haven't been in years. That a girl, Kath. Throw some flames on the fire, some gas on the fire. Not touching that one. I figured you weren't. As Mike Maddox said, Where's Orchard in Ypsilanti? He's got a corn maze, haunted house, wagon rides, and you know what else they got? A big-ass slide. That's right, a big-ass slide. So haunted house and apple picking and cider mill in the same place. I mean, what more can you ask for? That's number 2. It used to be good too. Oh, Kathy, you guys are beating me to death today. I was there not that long ago. It wasn't that bad to me, but just to
Their
me.
haunted house was scary back in the day.
You get scared. You get scared going on a block.
I don't like going in them, but that one scared Jesus.
So Shelly gives it the 4 boost scary Where's Orchard's haunted house. She gives it that. Do they have D's nuts? No, D's nuts. Tracy's got D's nuts over his house. Where's is great, but expensive. Attaboy, Dave. Yeah, it's expensive. That's true, but it was cool. I thought it was good. All right. And then number 1, Blake's Orchard. Here's the thing. They have a hard cider tasting area, like room, right? Hard cider tasting area. So all the folks that watch the show, that should be right in your wheelhouse. They have a restaurant and they have a 120-acre farm. It's in Armada. That's a hike. That is a hike. Yeah. So let's go back through them real quick. Poo-Poo and Apple Charlie's, take it off the list. It's not even number 4. We get that gone off the list. Okay. Fermenters in Northville. Again, they had a nut hut, live music and food truck. Wired's Orchard's got a haunted house that's Shelly approved. They even scared her, and she gets scared of her own shadow sometimes. And it's got a bigger slide. I appreciate it. I said we could make that happen. Maybe we'll do an outing there one day. And then finally, Blake's Orchard in Armada hard cider tasting room. 120 acres. Blake's is the bomb. Mikey Maddox. You'll need to have a DD. All right, brother. I hear you. Erin Orchard is the best I've been to, but the owner is some sort of horrific racist. Wow, really? You met the owner and you found that out? Holy smokes. I'm telling you, Albert Mezzo, next year remind me, you're going to be my expert on this stuff. Okay, I'm going to bring you in on a panel on this thing. Holy moly. What about where, Cat? I don't know that one. That's one I don't know. It was on the news. It was on the news? Ay. That's not good. They don't like stuff like that. All right. So heading to the second best segment on this show, this or that, this or that. Here's what you do. You choose one or the other. You can only choose one. You can't choose both. And you can't say anything else but the 2 choices. So in the chat, put this or that, this or that, this or that, this or that. Cider or donut. Choose and choose wisely. What do you think? This or that? Steve chooses cider. What do you think? Warm donut, Michelle says. Donuts, Tracy says. What do you think? This or that? This or that? Cider. Albert Mezzo goes cider all day. Guy's got his own orchard in his backyard, for God's sakes. Franklin Cider Mill in Franklin. Okay, never been. Kath, I got to check that out. I will definitely check that out. Kathy says cider. All right, so we're looking at, let's see. What do you think, Shell? Donuts or cider? Ooh, now it's getting tough.
I'm with Dave.
It's funny.
Good.
Highest and the Dave are in the same house, I'm sure. Donuts for one, cider for the other. We're going to call that a split right down the middle. Oh, wait.
No.
Chris Wojcinski goes donuts. Donuts is the winner. Number 2. Apple cider or hard cider? Choose. Choose wisely. Apple cider or hard cider? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? This or that? This or that? This or that? What do you think? Apple cider or hard cider? Which one do you think? I'd put cider after that if I was you. Apple cider, hard cider, says Hyacinth. Apple cider and a caramel apple crown. Holy smokes. Apple cider, definitely hard. Trace, that's a rough one. That's a rough one to put in text there, buddy. Apple cider with caramel vodka. Holy smokes. You guys are like pros at this. Hard cider, my wife says so. My wife said so. I got to do it because my wife said so. That was a pretty good one. Oh, yeah. Give about 10 more seconds. About 10 more seconds. Let me look at it here. Let's see. I tell you what, just like I figured, hard cider it is. Hard cider is. This one is a little bit of a suggestion. We're getting the pool in, and I'm all for one, and Shelly's all for the other. So let's see what you get. You tell us what you think is a better move. I'm going with the Polar Plunge cold. Screwy Louie, my man from Jersey, says Apple. Polar Plunge, I say, as soon as the pool gets in. Shelly says heated pool. Which one do you go with? Polar or heated? Polar or heated? This or that? This or that? This or that? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Oh, Pat Nee says heated pool. Hi says polar. That's my girl. Michelle says polar.
Polar plunge with
Huh?
Hyacinth.
Yeah, I know it.
Cold.
Said heated pool, polar plunge, ice on the knees is amazing. Heated. Steve Christ, you're killing me. I thought you'd be a polar plunge guy. Polar plunge after you get out of the hot tub. Oh, you're killing me. No, just one, Trace. Just one. Polar fun. Got 10 seconds. Come on. This is the deciding factor of what we're going to do when we get the pool in. I'm with Shelly. Dave, come on.
Thanks, Dave.
All right. Heated wins. Heated wins. Boo. Boo. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Polar plunge. Attaboy. Go jump in the river. Yeah, you're darn right, Michelle. Boo. All right. Last thing. Last part of the show. The part everybody loves to get involved in is what realtor see. What realtor see. Let's see. Got some crazy images for you today. All right. Image number 1. Your job, ladies and gentlemen, is to caption the picture. Your job is to caption the picture. You have a chance to win millions of dollars on a scratch-off ticket, courtesy of Talkin Real Estate and the Bergeron team. We put the picture up, you caption it. There we go. Give me a caption. This thing stopped me in my tracks. It wasn't scary, but I just went, whoa. What do you think? What's your caption? Put your caption in the chat. Demented Halloween room. God dang, it's good to see Albert Mezzo back. Mad plaid. That's a mad plaid. Oh, my OCD. What do you think? What realtor see? You caption it, and you make us laugh, you make us cry, feel us in the feelers. We make it happen from there. You have a chance to win millions of dollars. What do you think? This room definitely stopped me in my tracks when I saw the wall. Hockey rink, just add a heist. That's not bad. That's not a bad one. What realtor see? Number 1. Hides the dirt well. Yes, it does. Yes, it hides the dirt very well. Don't look under the kilt. That was pretty good. All right, you guys got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mad plaid. Mad plaid is our winner for number 1. Mad plaid. All right. Next one. Let's see. Where is it? This one is definitely interesting. Nope, that's not it. That one right there. There you go. Walk into a backyard and you see that. What realtor see? Number 2. What realtor see? Number 2. I don't know. What realtor see number 2? You see that in your backyard? And what the heck? Tremors. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Getting ready for wife number 4. Jesus. Cat, that's rough. Hey, I know that backyard. Family graveyard. You see that in somebody's backyard? What the heck? What do you think? What realtor see? Mountain or a molehill? That's pretty good. What do you think? About 30 seconds, guys. You walk into a backyard and you're looking to sell a house, and that happens. Scott's backyard after TT got done. Perfect for locomotives and groundhogs, sandworms, green thumb, nightmare. Got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was a big ass gopher. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But Steve was also right. That is my backyard, and that is what DTE did today.
And no, Kathy, there's no wives being buried.
There's
back
there's no
there.
wives being buried back there. Holy smokes. Ay. She almost had a conniption over here when you said that out loud. Good Lord. All right, number 3. What realtor see? Number 3. This one is weird. There it is. What real? I'll make it a little bit bigger for you. There you go. What realtor see? Number 3. Your job is to put a caption to it to win millions of dollars on a scratch-off ticket, courtesy of Talkin Real Estate and the Bergeron team. Look at that bad boy.
It's glitter testicle.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What realtor see? Number 3. Your chance to win millions of dollars. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Walk in a bathroom, you see that. What do you see? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? You got them stumped, Shell. They're dazed by the glitter. Is that Caitlyn Jenner's bathtub? Jesus. Wow, that's big. That's rough.
Yes, Trace.
Shelly and Bella's dream bathroom. Yes, it is. You're darn right it is, Trace. They're like, you think Tracy could make it like this? That's for taking a bath and sparkles. I want my aunt's with you too on that. Speechless and sparkled for the Disney princess in your life. That's pretty good. Guys, you got 30 seconds. Again, that picture right there. All right, you got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For the Disney princess in your life. There it is. For the Disney princess in your life. Liberace's bathroom. That's pretty good too. Ay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. You know the after show. You know where you got to go for the after show. It is the group. Join if you haven't joined the Talkin Real Estate Facebook group. We're way over 1,000 now. We got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Pumpkin Challenge will be coming out next couple of weeks. Okay, if you have never done Pumpkin Challenge before, Pumpkin Challenge is a thing where we try to get as many people as possible to carve a pumpkin and then post it. We put the site up, put the Facebook post up for a week, put it up every single day, and people can just keep adding to it. Then your name goes into a drawing. We do a random drawing as far as we choose 3 or 4 winners, and there are all kinds of cool prizes, all kinds of cool things. So Pumpkin Challenge will be probably in 2 weeks, what we're looking at. So start to get your pumpkins figured out. Start making that happen. And if you didn't know, there was a special guest standing here. You want to see the special guest? Who wants to see the special guest? Put in the chat if you'd like to see the special guest. If you want to see the special guest, put it in the chat. I want to see who's there. If you want to see the special guest, put it in the chat, guys. She's not coming. No, not yet. We won't reveal the special guest that was sitting here the whole show until you tell us we want to see the special guest. All right, here she is. Go ahead. Come on.
Hi guys.
Chris Bergeron out of nowhere decides I'm going to come see this show. No, you got to come over here. You got to come over here. You No. You don't get away that easy. You don't get away that easy.
Why?
Okay. So there she is, Chris Bergeron in the house. Okay. She came to sit in on the show. She wanted to say hello. She wanted to see how you're doing.
Hi, Michelle.
So she said, I don't want to be on the camera. So of course, we had to put her on the camera. All right. Give me a kiss, will you?
Mwah.
We're letting her go early because she has to go down the stairs and she doesn't move as fast as I do. So it'll take her a while to get down the stairs.
Hi, Steve.
All your fans are all here looking for you. I'm telling you. I love you. I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. So we're going to go over to the Talkin Real Estate Facebook group, do a little after show. We ran a little bit over today, so apologize for that. But, good things always happen here at Talkin Real Estate. I'm Scott,
I'm Shelly.
and we're definitely talking real estate. See ya.